Oh shit, we're here. And we're live. Boom! Back at it again, D. What's up?
Not much, man. How you doing?
This is what they call Print the Shirt Podcast. Podcast. I think I forgot the T. I said podcast. Like I forgot the T. Podcast. Anywho's, this is it. Episode number 8. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Super. We almost have 10 of these under our belt.
We're getting there, man. One day there's going to be a comma.
A comma?
Maybe 2 commas.
Ooh, that's a lot of episodes.
I'm just saying.
Man, if we can get the viewers to have a couple commas, that'd be cool.
I don't know if the viewers noticed. I got working on the new backdrop.
It's so pretty. Look at it. Look at it. You got the diabetes beer. You got the Duke boy. And
Give him hold on. Oh, wait. The who?
The Duke boy.
The king. The Tyrese.
No, the Blue Devil. What's the Blue Devil's real name? What's his name?
He doesn't have one.
He's just the Blue Devil?
Yeah.
Well, then that's what I said. The Blue Devil boy.
Oh, you're talking about that guy?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about my main man.
No. What's that guy's name?
The mascot?
Yeah.
No name.
He doesn't have a name?
Nope.
Just Blue Devil?
Just the Duke Blue Devil.
Do you know what the difference between a Blue Devil and a Red Devil is? Like, what is a Blue Devil? I've always wanted to know. Is there anything behind it?
Yeah. It comes from, like, back in the early 1920s, 30s, back when they were playing football. Okay. The color commentator, I believe, as legend goes, it was either the color commentator or an announcer for Duke.
Okay.
Or one of the opposing coaches. I coined the phrase because they were wearing blue. And they were like, man, they're just running around out there like a bunch of Blue Devils. And it just stuck.
So what was the team's name before that then?
Well, I mean, they I don't know how long they were Duke. Because they were Trinity College, they were Brown. I mean, they were a few different schools before they were bought by the Duke family. So
Blue Devils. Interesting.
But yeah, as legend has it.
I didn't even mean to get sidetracked.
No, that's a good story. A lot of people don't know that.
I definitely, A, did not know that. And B, I'm glad that I asked because I like useless pieces of information.
Look, you're going to be at the bar.
What?
You're going to be at the bar and they're going to ask that trivia question.
My favorite trivia question is, and I use it every time, is who caught Brett Favre's first NFL pass? Do you know?
I feel like I'm going to say, I feel like it's so obvious that I'm going to miss it.
Well, I guarantee you're going to miss it because you're already overthinking it.
Yeah. It's that obvious?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just go ahead and tell me.
Brett Favre.
Caught his own pass.
Yeah. Right? Now, would you ever guess that?
I don't. All right.
Not many people would guess it. Unless you know it, you would never guess it. So it's a great trivia question to have in your back pocket. Okay? Keep that.
Was it tipped to him? I don't understand.
Of course. He threw the ball, and he got batted back, and he caught it.
So this was I had to be on like the 3-yard line or something crazy.
Wouldn't matter where it was at.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He threw it.
Yeah.
Defense put their hands up.
Batted back to him. He caught it. Marcus Mariota had a touchdown in the playoffs against, I think it was Kansas City, doing the same thing.
I get it now. That's a
crazy
question. Hey, by the way, these little mosquito bands work like a charm. So,
man, I thought you were trying to be Hulk Hogan.
No. I noticed that on the camera, so I was like, let me explain before people think I'm weird.
It's good that you did because I would have thought one of two things. Either you really liked Lance Armstrong or you were trying to be like Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, whatever. Like
just
start
a trend. No, I was checking out at Ace Hardware. Shout out Ace Hardware, and I saw these things it was like a 5-pack for $3.99, and I was like,
value shopping.
I was like, you know what? Let's test these out.
Let's do so. And you did.
And I did. I'm glad. And they work. I was getting bit by mosquitoes, and I was like, oh wait, I bought these things. Put them on.
And the mosquitoes are gone?
No bites.
Now you're in your house though, right?
I am in the shop. I got the door open.
Okay, I was gonna say you shouldn't have mosquitoes on the inside. Now I'm glad you brought that up because officially, like I live in the other side of that border that's up here, so it's cold normally. Winter is finally over. Okay,
Hey,
so
great that.
I get to walk around in t-shirts again for like 3 months.
So what is it still like 50? It's 56 now.
I don't talk in Fahrenheit, bro. I talk in Celsius. So like right now it was like 16 degrees Celsius. The other day it hailed. There was marble-sized pieces of ice falling from the sky. So
no clue what's.
You have no clue what? You don't know what Celsius is?
One day we're gonna have a guy to check these facts for us.
I know. Like we need to get one of those dudes that are in the booth that just fucking pops up and says shit.
Yeah, like, hey, can you 16? What was it?
16 degrees Celsius.
Oh, a balmy 60 degrees.
That's okay. So it's 60 degrees.
Oof. That might be hoodie weather for me, man. Like,
see. Now, I also don't disagree with the hoodie weather statement because it's a tidbit nipply sometimes.
I was gonna say, like, let the sun go down on that 60 degrees.
A wee bit. Well, that's it, right? It'd be like if there's no clouds and there's no wind. Oh yeah, she's nice.
Good.
The breeze comes in and the clouds cover the sun. You're like, yeah, okay. You got any hoodies?
Yeah. How many hoodies we got? We need more hoodies.
I'm gonna need one.
Just layer up the hoodies.
Good times. So
60 degrees is like winter temperature here.
Really?
I mean, not average, I would say, yeah.
Man, it gets real cold. I went to Mexico in December. I remember that. And when I left Canada, it was minus 39. And when I got to Mexico, it was fucking plus 29. I was literally like made a 70-degree spin.
Minus 39 Celsius?
Yeah. So Google that. See how cold that is for you.
I'm scared to Google that.
Google that. Tell me the number.
Well, that's weird. Negative 38 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Is that cold to you?
Yeah, hell yeah. I've actually been I was in weather close to that this winter.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, when I went to my company's anniversary party or whatever they call it in February.
Yeah.
Dude. Middle of Illinois.
Oh, in Illinois, yeah.
Oh my God. It was so cold. And they don't sell clothes down here for that.
No, you need
like I took 12 of your hoodies with me and just kept putting them on.
You look like Joey from Friends. You just had all the clothes on.
I was like, eventually it'll work.
Okay. Before we get into teed up, I do want to. I gotta laugh about one more thing. It's not funny, but I seen it one time, and I think it was like in a TV show, and I thought it was a joke. But like, did you hear that Bo Jackson has had the hiccups for a year now? And
no,
he's getting a surgery to fix it, apparently.
Yeah, I would. I'm gonna pray for him. That's awful.
Could you imagine having the hiccups for a year? I mean, I fucking 10 minutes of the hiccups, and I want to rip my fucking throat out.
Yeah, he said I want to break the phone. Why would you?
Stop these hiccups! What the fuck? Like,
yeah, that
man,
is the worst.
And I didn't like really read too much into it. Like, I don't know like whether they're like crazy massive hiccups or whether they're just like. But either way, it'd be annoying as shit, right?
Oh man,
like,
yeah. I was gonna say I don't know what's worse. Which one would be worse?
Could you imagine trying to eat or drink while hiccuping all the time? Like, dude,
I dirty up all your shirts. You would have eventually like have like little like.
Man, like seriously, like I seen it on I think it was like a TV show or a movie or some shit like that, where someone had the hiccups, and I was like, there's no way that could really happen to somebody, but apparently it fucking can to one of the greatest athletes ever in the world of athletes.
Like who did
Hiccups.
he wrong in his life for that to happen? Like,
Man,
that is awful.
Did he make a deal with the devil? It's like, hey, I'll play 2 sports, okay? And when I'm done, do whatever you want to me.
He's like, all right, hiccups. You don't know when, but they're coming.
Exactly. And then the Blue Devil was like, hiccups for a year. Like, that's just fucking crazy to me. Anyways, I don't even know why we're having a conversation. I just thought
the Blue Devil was like, hey, bro, you remember you told him you were going to give him hiccups at one time, right? He's the dude who was like, no homework? You had to sign homework.
Honestly, I don't think I would wish that on an enemy. Like, just fucking, that's a punishment. That is a punishment.
What would your Make-A-Wish Foundation wish be? Like, if you hypothetically, yeah. Like, I know that's like a dark question, but like,
well,
let's say like the Make-A-Wish was like they just pick somebody to go on vacation. Like, you could do. What would you wish if you could have any like your wish?
Anything I want?
Yeah, what would your Make-A-Wish be? You know, Make-A-Wish is all kinds of.
Well, I want to just go on to the football field and fucking throw the football around with my buddies. Like, I literally just want to go to Gillette Stadium and fucking throw the ball around, or like Heinz Field, or fucking like a cool ass stadium, like fucking Soldier Field, right now. Fucking and any of them, like any of the iconic stadiums, just to go on. What?
You could probably do that now.
When? Okay,
I don't know.
I'm in Canada first and foremost.
No, okay? I mean, we'll meet up, catch a trespassing 3 charge. It's fine.
All right, so we're gonna put that on my bucket list, okay?
Definitely.
And if you want to join me,
but you gotta think bigger.
Okay.
Think generationally.
Generational?
My Make-A-Wish?
Yeah. What's your Make-A-Wish? There's the bar setter.
Like I would be like, I want UNC basketball to have to play in slides for all of it. Like, I would be
yes, yeah. I didn't even think about that, okay?
Exactly. You didn't think it through.
I wasn't thinking like, you know what I mean? I want to fucking be malicious to a whole group of individuals with my wish, okay?
You asked me what my Make-A-Wish would be.
My wish was to benefit me. Your wish was to make other people suffer.
No, I'm benefiting so many people down the line. Imagine like somebody's great grandkid.
You know what? Instead of making them play,
why does Carolina have to play in slides?
Instead of making them play in slides, you should actually make them put tire on their heels.
Like
they would stick to the floor. They wouldn't be very quick. I'm saying.
Yeah, whatever. Fine. Yeah, make them
whatever. He's like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Just whatever fucking acne fucking trick I can pull, right? Like, you just want to be fucking Wile E. Coyote over there. Like, fucking ordering anvils and anything else you can to fuck UNC up. I like it. I like your style. You hate them 30 feet.
I love it.
Okay. So I did a thing. Now, remember before I was like, man, it'd be cool if we had cut scenes to lead us into our segments and stuff like that. And like, I was like, okay, cool. Well, the one day I figured out how to do like the little banner thing at the bottom. I was all pumped up. I was like, look, down at the bottom. It says things. It says stuff.
It says stuff.
Oh, you know, I got a little bit more sophisticated. The soundtracks are cool. I like the music and the visuals. It's a complete package. So by now you've realized we've reached that part of the show where we do the teed up segment, where we talk about things that create t-shirts.
And talk about a logo. Let's talk about our new logo first.
Oh yeah, it's up there. I was waiting for you to notice it, and you noticed it. Well played.
Oh, we talked about it before.
Did we?
Yeah, before I was like,
I forget things, man. I got a lot going on up here.
All right. But yeah, not to get sidetracked again, but
so what time is it for you? Is it 8:00 now?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, so the NFL schedule is being released as we speak.
Oh.
which usually leads to good tee ideas. I cracked out a couple today. When they release the schedule, I tend to do these things like concert tours and shit like that, but based on like the tour dates being dates that they're at whatever team's house or whether they're at their own house. You know how it works, right? So like the front of the shirt, it would be a nice design with whatever. Like I just did one for the Steelers. So you know how Kenny Pickett his college celebration was they shotgun beers.
I love
and
it.
then the other day he was remember last week we talked about it when he did he was on stage shotgunning beers with Luke Combs. So he likes to shotgun. He's a quarterback.
I do too. I'm a big shotgun enthusiast.
Are you? All right. Well, that's good to know. Next episode. Actually, to end this episode, maybe you just shotgun a beer. I know you got 6. You said you got 6 at the beginning, so wow. I'm not keeping count of how many you finished, but maybe you have one at the end. You can show me how you shotgun.
Well, the alphabet boys over here.
So,
what are you drinking? A nice little seltzer?
Me? No, I'm drinking a nice retro Pepsi Cola.
Retro.
Anyways,
what the hell does that mean?
What?
The hell does retro mean?
Did you just say what does retro mean?
Yeah, I've never seen retro Pepsi.
Every episode.
Might be a Canadian thing, man. I don't know.
Every episode, there's at least one time an episode you say some shit that I have to leave the room or turn my chair around.
That's what I'm here for, man. I'm just,
Siri, what is the definition of retro?
I know what it means, but I've never seen the drink.
You've never seen the drink?
I've never seen
it's just the can has the retro logo, meaning the throwback logo, the old logo.
Okay.
He's like, I never seen that shit before. I never had retro. What is retro Pepsi? You're drinking aged Pepsi? Like I've had my whiskey aged.
No, I was just about to be like, man, Pepsi. Canada has all kinds of stuff.
And you're not wrong there, okay? So back to the topic at hand. Oh, he has his hand up. Is there a question, child? You had your hand up. Were you asking a question, or were you just showing off? You just showing off the bands again?
No mosquitoes.
Mosquito free. Thanks to Ace Hardware.
My mind is blown that they're working. Like, it really is crazy.
I think it's awesome.
I do too.
You're not going to be a blood donor for the insect world.
Now, the bag says 3,000 hours. I don't believe that.
Who the fuck tested it for 3,000 hours? Some dude just had to sit there. Nope, no bites yet. No bites yet. It
says effective for 3,000 hours.
Literally after at least the 48th hour, I would have just made up the rest of the data and been like, yeah, got bit at 784 hours. There we go. You fucking asshole. Make me sit in this room for 3,000
last 90
hours.
Minutes.
3,000 hours? I need – okay, now I really need to know how they came up with that. You keep getting me sidetracked again. Fuck.
I know. I'm
the one with ADHD. You're the one with the fro, okay? We have to keep in our lanes.
Tee it up. Let's tee it up.
So, NFL schedule time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Shotgun season. Because the quarterback's in the shotgun. The quarterback loves the shotgun beers, and they used to celebrate by shotgunning beers. You can't do that in the NFL, though, because they don't let you fucking promote alcohol in the NFL, which is a stupid topic for another day. So, listen, I'm going to throw this out there to anybody else that's listening. If you have a schedule tour shirt idea for any team, feel free to slide into the old DMs there. Slide in there. Throw your idea my way. Our boy Velour hit me with an idea for the Chiefs fans because they play at Arrowhead, and he said, do a Aerosmith tour shirt, as in like the band Aerosmith, but using the arrow from Arrowhead as opposed to the arrow from Aerosmith.
See, he's good at that kind of thing, though.
It's because we're the same old ass age too, where we like look at logos and things and just like, yeah, combine them.
Well, I mean, and also like his fishing lure names are all like combo
movie related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I mean, just like, spin-off names or something.
We're a potpourri of awesomeness is what we are, okay?
It's true.
We love to pop cultures.
That's a good one, though. That is a good one.
It is. So that'll have to happen. We'll have to do something there. But yeah, if you have a team and you want a tour shirt, and we'll do something cool with all the names on the back, like all the team names and stuff like that. It'd be fun. So excuse me, moi. I did a couple Steelers ones today. When the schedule gets released, I'm going to do the backs of them and actually get the tour dates put in there and finish them off, make them look right sweet. So that is what we call the teed up segment. Not a whole lot of meat and potatoes in this one as of yet because the schedule just got released. I know the Patriots play the Eagles game number 1 for them, and I think that's going to be the night that they celebrate the old GOAT Tom Brady. So that should be an interesting game. There's a bunch of games overseas this year. So
yeah, I wonder if the Jaguars will get 2 games overseas.
They do. 2 games.
I feel I'm conflicted on that, DC. I don't know if it's
See, it sucks for them.
We're 21 minutes in. Can we talk about this?
We can talk about whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I'm the co-host. Talk about anything.
Talk about whatever you want.
I'm conflicted on the playing outside of sounds bad, like don't cancel me, guys. Playing outside of America when it comes to that kind of thing. Why?
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to
taking away
season ticket holders.
Home games, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to the season ticket holders.
No.
I don't think it's fair to the players. It gets them off a rhythm. And
they're doing more now than they did before. So because now there's games in Germany as well.
Like, in my opinion, football will never be a global sport. American football will never be a global sport. I don't.
Now, okay, so because I'm not American, so I have to phrase this. Are we saying North America, or are we just saying that like outside of the constraints of the U.S. border, an NFL team could not survive? Or like what? I need to know what you specifically are speaking on.
Repeat the question.
So are you saying that an NFL team could not succeed outside of the U.S. border? Or are you saying that nobody outside of the U.S. border is playing the game or good at playing the game? Like, that's what I'm just trying to figure out what you mean.
I mean, if the Buffalo Bills were to move across to
Toronto.
Yeah, to Toronto. Yeah, they could absolutely compete. I mean, you got the Raptors and
right.
Or if the Seahawks moved to Vancouver or whatever the case may be. Sure, they could compete. Now, Canadian football is as close as you're going to get to American football, but no, I don't think a Canadian football team.
College football is fucking more like fucking NFL than the CFL.
Yeah, of course. CFL, but again, that's American football.
Yeah, the CFL has fucked up rules in terms of 3 downs and all that other shit. So,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think American football is ever going to be a world sport.
They would. It really does have potential if they did it in a smart way. In order for the NFL to work overseas, they have to have a division over there, not just one team. You have to have 4 teams over there.
That would suck.
It would, right? But if you think about it logistically, right? Like when a team goes to California, they kind of play a couple California teams there at one time. So one week they play this team, the next week they play that. The schedule makers would have to make it in and around that, right? But that's their number. That's what their goal is to do. Their goal, in my mind, is to plant the seed of the NFL. Now they have the NFL Europe, right? Which is like a feeder league to the NFL. It's not something that anybody watches on television or anything along that lines, right? But what they want to do is if you got a couple teams over there, then you would have your teams from North America would end up coming over there. They would play, then they would hit their bye week, have a week off to get back into normal America time, and then back on about the schedule. Like, I think that's what their initial plan is to do.
I think
they used Jacksonville and they used Buffalo both as guinea pigs because they both sucked. So when Buffalo was really shitty, they said, hey, one game a year you're going to play in Toronto. And they did that for a couple seasons. And
they made Miami, when Miami sucked, they made them go over there.
Right. And it's because you're not selling out your own stadium, chances are. So they're like, fuck it. You might as well go over here. And they get a big, like there was 60,000 people at the game in Germany last year. You know how much money the revenue that they're going to make off of that?
It was like Houston and the Jags.
But it doesn't matter. That's a revenue jump for whatever team goes over, right?
True. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to give us some money to go over there. That's
damn sure. And you're getting 50% of 60,000 fans versus what 100% of 20,000 fans. So you're making a little bit of extra cake.
I mean, it sucks for the people who bought season tickets. That's all I'm saying.
And that I get. So what I wonder this year is Jacksonville losing 2 home games, or are they losing one game on a home and then it's a road game for the other one? I don't know the answer to that question yet. So
I don't know, man, but Jacksonville should be pretty decent.
They're gonna be but it doesn't matter about being decent anymore because Kansas City and Miami are playing in Germany. So it doesn't matter about being good or bad anymore. Now they're bringing over the
that sucks for both fan bases.
Especially because Tyreek Hill was talking so much shit about coming back to fucking Arrowhead and shitting on them, and now he can't go back to Arrowhead and shit on them. He's going to go to Germany. So
Kansas City is one of those stadiums that if they suck, they sell out.
Well, yeah, and dude, they are in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the loudest stadium. So, I mean, and they did that before they were doing fantastic fucking Super Bowl fucking runs.
I don't know. That's wild. I don't like it. That's all I'm saying.
But I appreciate the candor because like I said, I am not a huge fan of fan bases losing out a chance to see their teams. But on the flip side of it, I do know a lot of people that are on that side of the border, on that side of the pond, that have enjoyed going to those games and stuff. And it's also cool. It's a cool destination for an NFL fan as well to go, you know what, fuck it. Like I've seen these guys play here. I've seen these guys play here. Let's go to fucking Germany and go to an NFL game.
You're talking about the 1% of the population now.
Yeah, well, it sure as fuck ain't my percent because I can't afford
either. But you're talking. I mean, not.
Hey, listen, it is what it is. So the UK, they love the NFL just like I love the NFL, and I'm not American.
And shout out to them for that.
So shout out to them for that. I mean, we can love it. We don't have to have it in our backyards to love it. So I don't need the game to come to me. I'll go to the games, right? So I totally understand what you're like. I get your point because, like you said, like you got home teams that are losing the opportunity of sitting there and watching their own team, right? Losing a home game sucks, especially if your team doesn't make the playoffs, because then you lose all of them.
It's just weird for both sides of the ball, and it could down the line cost you. Be like, damn, if we didn't have to play in London or whatever. I don't know.
I would like to see. I honestly, I guarantee there's some stat guru that has the stats on it, but I'd like to see like what the repercussions of going across the pond might be to a team. Like, do they always make the play? Have they missed the playoffs a lot of the time? Do they make the playoffs a lot of the times? Like, what's the breakdown?
I believe they normally give them a bye week off, but it would be interesting to see like what their next game was like.
Yeah,
like, but give me the stats from the game before.
Yeah,
that game in London or whatever, or Germany or wherever it is.
Yeah.
And then what happens the game after.
But this is also just the NFL being the cash pig that it is and just doing whatever it wants to make money. That's why they move games. That's why they move games all the time, right? That's why, like, you look.
You're right.
They flex out a game. Like, how can you flex out a game when somebody's already made travel arrangements for that game? Like, if I book a hotel and I book a fucking day off work and all this other stuff, and then you fucking, oh, yeah, we're going to move that game to Saturday night primetime now.
Well, that's because there's more money for TV on TV.
Right. But as I said, like, I've always kind of thought that
So I love flex games.
I like flex games provided I'm not the guy who's out because I paid for a ticket to go to a game that's not a game. Like I went to a Monday Night Football game one time.
That's
right. Cool. And if they would have been shitty and said, hey, the Jets suck a fucking tremendous amount of dick and the Patriots are just going to mud stomp them anyway, we're not going to do this on Monday Night Football. Well, then I would have been fucked out of my ticket and I would have fucking not been able to go.
Thursday Night Football it is.
Yeah. So like I get, and that's the other thing is for me is like Thursday Night Football. I'd like to see the stats on Thursday Night Footballs, and I hate Thursday Night Football games.
Me too.
I hate it for the players. I hate it for the player safety portion of it, but I hate it for my fantasy football portions as well because I fucking suck every time on Thursday nights, and somebody else always does good against me on Thursday night, so I automatically start the fantasy football week in the hole, and I hate it. Like fuck you, Thursday night football.
The worst type.
I'm already down 32 points, you motherfuckers.
Mad at players for not fulfilling their
no. But I don't ever chirp them or get mad at them or not like that. No. This is just a me and you conversation that everybody else is listening to. Okay.
Oh, man. Good stuff.
So, listen. Hit me up if you want an NFL schedule tour tape T-shirt. Okay, get teed up with your boy. Moving on. That one slaps too, eh?
Yeah, right. I like that one.
I seen you, Bobby. He was like this.
Dude, I'm just vibing to it. It's fun.
Like, beat up.
I love it.
All right, this is the request of the week. I got to change the banner portion. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Request of the week. RQST of the week. OTW, for those who don't understand that the OTW stands for of the week. It saves me on the amount of characters that I'm allowed to type. So you're laughing because you know who I'm talking about, D. He said, what does OTW mean, Dan?
Oh, man.
All right, so customer shout out of the week. You can see it down there at the bottom. AD baby with 4 Y's, 3 extra. And if you don't know, do you know who AD is?
Which one?
The one with the brow, the unibrow.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she obviously likes him. She asked for 2. I got a request. It's a crazy thing was got the follow because of another customer of mine threw my name out there. She wanted something on a shirt, a picture of AD, and she wanted it to say my DPOY. You actually hit me up after I did the design.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Clean design.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you know which one I'm talking about. So she hit me up after they kind of referred me, and that's how my game works, right? Someone goes, someone says I need this on a shirt. Someone says, hey, hit up DC4L. So then hit the follow button. She sends me the message, says, hey, this is what I want. So
it's the best advertisement, man. Word of mouth.
It's the best way to go because especially if the person that gave the referral is someone that you already know. So then you go, okay, yeah, I trust that person's referral. If someone that you don't know refers me to you, then you're like, it's just not. It is what it is, right? It's just somebody throwing me in as well. So I love when those happen because that's really the organic growth is what it's all about. So she ended up following, hit me with the request, and I banged that one out that you've seen, and then literally got another one from her before she even received shirt A. She had a request in for shirt B. Which was another AD design, but based off of her Twitter handle name. So that one I did as well. But the request of the week, like I said, for me, the request of the week is always about kind of hitting what the customer wants. And then if others want it, great. It's available for others to purchase, right? So this was the not the DPOY one, but this is the AD. That was it.
I like that.
See, the other guy had a crazy good mustache. That one had a really cool train. I was like, man, I'm digging the train. And so
I like that. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I want that's dope.
The mock-up videos tend to be some of my favorite things now. I just like the models. They should and the scenes that they're in. This shit cracks me up.
It's
I'm like,
10%.
why are you doing videos next to an old locomotive for a T-shirt? But fuck it, let's do it. Did you just fucking spill some of your drinks, huh?
Oh, no, I'm a professional.
I'm a professional.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now I'm gonna plug her pod here because she also has a pod, and it's called The Ultimate Sports Show. Her and a couple other guys that she chats with. I don't know if there's 3 of them on the regular basis. I watched one, and there was 3 of them on there. So, but it's good pod. They were shooting the shit about the NBA playoff games, and it was good. There was good back and forth. Nobody had the hair that you have, D.
Of course not.
So, like, I mean, you're safe. Okay, you're safe.
That's what I'm here for.
Your status is still A1, the best co-host hair in the business.
That's right.
So her pod is The Ultimate Sports Show. You can find it on Twitter at The Ultimate S_S. So that's The Ultimate S_S. I don't know why I did this.
Collab to come.
I had an Etch-a-Sketch and you was fucking... No, an Etch-a-Sketch would have been like this. Do you ever have an Etch-a-Sketch?
I did.
Okay. You know, when you shake the thing up and then you got to redo it all?
You tell me right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think I was at Etch-a-Sketch? Right now.
-3. Motherfucker said, I can make the shit go.
Wait, did you say minus? Did you say minus?
-3. This sounded like a fair guesstimate for me.
I played with the Etch-a-Sketch for maybe -3 seconds. I don't even think I took it. I don't even think I unwrapped it. I was like,
you're the guy that threw it against the wall just to the sand would come out. Like, fuck. I know this sand's gonna be edible.
Bro, I would fuck with a light bright though. Flip, flip.
Did you just... The fucking light bright was the worst thing ever, okay?
Stop. Why do you hate all great things?
Next thing you're gonna tell me is snap bracelets.
Wait, let me guess. Frisbee suck too, right?
No, frisbee golf is elite, bruh. Okay. Oh, now he's gonna get up and walk away.
That's the first time I had to walk off.
Golf is elite. You're not allowed to get up and walk away. That's my deal.
Oh,
you never played frisbee golf?
dude, it's so fucking boring.
Okay. So how is a frisbee not boring, but frisbee golf is boring?
You ever played Ultimate?
What is ultimate frisbee? You just throw the motherfucking shit and you dive and you do backflips and shit?
Like, I would rather just like sling a frisbee back and forth and play golf with it.
Yeah, see, I guess my frisbee golf is much like my real golf. It's just strictly driving range style.
Me and you need to play golf.
Yeah, I'll go to the driving range with you. I'm not doing fucking putting and shit. I don't putt.
I can't putt, but
me either. I can chip and I can drive.
Dude, let's do it.
Okay.
Me and you.
Pebble Beach?
That's to come.
Pebble Beach.
Yeah, it'll be soon.
Okay. I'm
live on location podcast.
We should just go to Rock Beach. I don't think I can afford to get into Pebble Beach.
No, we're gonna have to go to like local course beach.
Oh yeah. Anywho's. Okay, do you golf?
Yeah, I mean,
what does it mean? What does it mean when someone asks, "What's your handicap?" Because I always just tell them that I have a bad knee, and I don't fucking understand what I'm supposed to say.
Handicap is like your average score to par.
But every course is different, so how do you fucking figure that shit out?
Well, you have to play X amount of like rounds per year and interim. They have this thing at the pro shop, and
yeah. So my handicap would just be math. That's what I would say.
Like if you have a 12 handicap, that means on average you'll shoot like 12 over par.
Is that good or bad?
It's not
you want to be
terrible,
under par is better, isn't it?
Sure, but like if I go out there and I can shoot in the 90s, I'm happy.
I have no idea what any of this means. Why would you shoot in the 90s?
Because I'm not a professional and I'm trying to get my money's worth. Think about it. Think about it. You shoot under, if you shoot under par, like say, so par, 72 shots, that would be breaking even, right?
Okay, so par on an 18-hole golf course is 72 shots?
It depends. Some are different. 71,
Okay.
72. Let's just say it's 72.
Okay. For the sake of argument, 72.
Right. So why wouldn't I want to hit 105 shots? Like
because it sounds because that okay.
Think of the dollar per shot ratio there.
So you have more fun just hitting the ball and not getting it in the hole.
No, I'm
actually succeeding.
But I mean, like if I post a score in the 90s, like I'm happy, man. Like golf's not easy. Golf's hard as fuck.
See, I think of it like what, like I don't know. I think of golf as in like bowling, right? So like,
I love some bowling now.
Okay, cool. Because I like bowling more than I like golf.
I threw a 178 out there, like cold off the bench the other day.
Cold off the bench.
Off the bench, bro.
Was it cosmic bowling?
No. I just showed up at like 3.
I like the black light.
I showed up at 3 p.m. on a Saturday asking for beer.
That sounds like something you would totally do.
And
can I get a couple natty lights?
Yeah. Whole kids party.
Yeah. Fuck them kids.
But it was my birthday. It was my birthday too, though.
Did you get them to put up the bumper guardrails?
No, but they put up a happy birthday thing for me.
He's like, yeah. Oh shit. No, I didn't. Fuck that.
No bumpers, bro. No, I'm telling you. Like, I can post the score. I'll post the score in bowling.
Okay. You bowl better than you pick your favorite movies, from what I've gathered.
100%.
Okay, cool.
Apparently.
You know.
Are we at that segment of the show where I tell you my movie review of the week or something?
Oh man, that would actually be a live thing. Like, I should give you a movie every week to end our pod, okay? And then the next week, you have to give me and everybody your thoughts and synopsis of what the film was about.
Or
I don't even know if that's the right word. I just kind of threw it in there.
Synopsis is a big word. People are going to have to look that up. Surprisingly, I know what that means.
Was I right? Did I use it in the right spot?
I don't think you needed to use the word brief in front of synopsis, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because I think synopsis is like a brief description of the plot.
Frank Sinatra's synopsis.
Huh? No.
Synopsis.
What if I watch a movie and tell people what they should go see?
No,
if you haven't heard of
if
you guys haven't heard of Men in Black, you need to go check it out.
You're gonna give us like the shittiest movie. You'd be like, dude, man, I seen this great movie this weekend. Dude, where's my car? It was so good. Best movie I ever seen. Ashton Kutcher's one hell of an actor. I'm telling you.
You guys don't know who he is. Pay attention.
One hell of an actor. I think he's gonna have a good career. Dude, I got a tattoo. What's it say? Sweet. What's mine say? Dude. What's mine say? Sweet.
You guys are gonna love it.
I still don't understand how that movie fucking made it off the lot. Like, every time I'm at a drive-thru, though, I still think of that movie, though. When the fucking knowing then.
That's so good.
Oh god. Anyways, that's a trip down. I think we need to do that segment though. That is actually we're gonna call it movie review with D. D's movie review.
Yeah, people need to give us some ideas, like what I should just throw some movies out there.
I want it. Listen, that's it. We need to get suggestions of movies for you to review, and you have to watch it though. And you can't give me no bullshit either. Like, I can't be like, hey, D, did you watch that movie? Be like, man, Dan, I didn't get to any of them. Like, no, you got to be able to watch.
No, yeah, give us some ideas, folks.
There's going to be a limit on the time for the movie. The movie's got to be $1:30 to $1:40. They can't be no marathon movie. Okay?
That's low-key a backhanded comment.
Yeah, man, I can't. You mean you're going to end up getting fucking Wyatt Earp and have to watch fucking 7 hours worth of fucking Wyatt Earp. Like, no, motherfucker. I like Kevin Costner, but not that much. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah, for real. Movie suggestions for me to review.
I get dibs on the first one. I get the first suggestion, okay?
Well, don't just throw it out now. Think about it.
No, I threw it out on the first fucking episode, and you still have not watched it, and you will.
The Christmas one?
Christmas Vacation. And
All
if not that, then you will watch Puff Puff Pass, and then you will report back to me.
Okay.
All right. Hey, we're gonna move on to our next segment, and cool slide scene with dope music kicks in now. And we're back. These little cutscenes, man, we're stepping up the game.
I got a retro can.
Oh, you got a retro can? Look at that.
But it's not the retro, like, ingredients like you guys use.
Hey, with real sugar.
Those are the best sodas, the real sugar sodas.
Okay, so I learned something new. Okay, I went to Mexico in December. New shit. So I went to Mexico in December, and I had Mexican Coca-Cola for the first time. Okay, and in Mexico, every fucking bottle of fucking soda or pop or whatever the fuck y'all want to call it,
soda pop,
did not go flat ever. I could open it at night, and I could drink it again the next morning, uncapped, on the counter the entirety of the night, still fucking fizzy bubbly. I don't fucking know how or why. I drink a half a can of Pepsi here, and then halfway through, the shit is flat. Okay? So now I have a store.
You remember? Well, time out. Did you remember drinking the drink? Did you remember what you did after drinking the fizzy drink?
Yeah, always.
Okay, because that just doesn't sound normal soda thing.
But so here's the second part of it. So there's a Mexican store that imports all these different chips and snacks and things from Mexico.
Love it.
And they also bring in the Mexican Coca-Cola. So I was at the store and I was talking to Buddy, and I was like, man, I don't understand it, but it doesn't go fucking flat. And he's like, I know. He's like, your guys' pop-up here sucks. I drink it, half hour later, my fucking bottle's flat, and I don't like it anymore. I was like, so why is yours different? And they use a different sugar than we use up here.
They use real sugar, not high fructose corn syrup.
That too. And I don't know. All I know is Mexican
cane sugar. Like
cane sugar, yes.
Yeah.
And Mexican Coke.
Yes.
Out of a glass bottle.
Hey, big shout out to Mexican Coke. If we're gonna keep it a G, hey, big shout out to Mexican Coke. Appreciate
Mexican
you guys.
Coca-Cola. Mexican Coca-Cola.
Appreciate everything you guys have done for us.
Magnifique. Okay. Customer shout out of the week. Do you know even who it is? I do. This guy has been following me for fucking like 5 years now. He's the first person who ever requested a Chargers piece from me. And because of that, I have infiltrated the Chargers fan base. And I love it. So
that's how it works, man.
At JR Bolts. That is his name. It's on the ticker. Shout out of the week. JR_Bolts. Longtime requester. He's requested like a lot of stuff from the sports stuff. He had a family member that passed away, so he got shirts like a Harley Davidson logo, but like RIP, and then the family member's name, and then he gifted those to all his family members and stuff. He had like a barn that he used to have parties at all the time.
Love it.
Like, we put the barn on a shirt for him, and then everybody at the party got the barn shirt that year. So really, there was a while there where it was a running gag between me and him that he was trying to have more shirts than anybody else ever from me. He has been passed. So JR, you did lose your crown. You had it for a bit, but you lost your crown. But that's okay. There's still time for you to retake that crown. You can
see it, folks.
You can reclaim it. He's also another reason why the pod is back. He loved the first time I did the pod, and he said that I had to bring it back. So,
yeah, good shit. Good shout out.
And his favorite part happened to be my favorite part, which is story time with Dan.
That's my favorite part too.
Really? Oh, you're just saying that. So listen, I love doing the customer show of the week because it gives me a chance to shoot the shit about people that mean a lot to me. Because I am a small business, my business does not thrive if I don't have customers, and people that are repeat customers mean the world to me because they really are what keeps me going. If it was a single sale once in a while from strangers, I wouldn't still be here. The regulars like Eddie and like all of them, like JR, you guys keep me doing what I'm doing, and I really appreciate you. And that's why I want to do the customer show of the week every week. So JR, you are the man. Thanks a lot. He is, like I said, he's a Chargers fan, right?
Yep.
So I did there was like a logo contest by Austin Eckler. He's the running back for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Uh-huh.
And I ended up winning the contest, and because I won the contest, I got to do like a Zoom meeting with Austin. I couldn't do it, so I gifted it to him because he's a diehard fucking fan.
Dude, that's awesome.
Of not only the Chargers but of Austin Eckler. So
that's cool.
I was like, it was a really cool way for me to say thanks to him for being a great customer and really helping me kind of grow my business into a new fan base. So I kind of got to gift him something really cool, which was talking to Austin Eckler. And he was pumped with that. So just a little thing. Like if I have a chance to try to do something good for anybody, I'll always take that opportunity. So I was glad I got the chance to kind of show him the appreciation by letting him have that conversation. I'm saying,
let me write that down. What you just said. You're gonna do something nice. Assuming I'm next.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Well, it's like, what is this guy doing?
Says he does nice shit.
Yeah, you got to do nice shit, and then nice things will happen to you. That's how it works, right?
Karma, man, karma.
Well, listen, I'm big on making Karma Bank donations because if you're not doing the best that you can for other people. So, I got to do this little thing where I give away a free shirt to somebody. So literally what I'm doing right now is I'm just scrolling through some of my former customers and people that like to retweet my stuff on a regular basis just so I can be nice. Are you crossing your fingers? I'm not picking you. It's not happening.
Oh.
He's like, oh, damn.
You never know.
I thought I was going to get some.
So sometimes, man, like you know.
You know what?
That just shows the audience you don't want to give up hope.
You don't.
You just
one day I might pick you, D. One day.
It's not over till the fat lady sings, and you just said no. So here we go.
Yeah, because I'm going to give it to this guy. Do you know why I'm going to give it to this guy? I'm going to tell you why.
Probably because it's cool.
So, JR, who we just talked about, right?
Yep.
His goal was to have the most shirts. Well, this was the guy that passed him first. So I want to give him a new one to add to his collection of 27 or more than he already has. So CORRIDO_R8R. That's Corrido_Raider. You just got a free shirt. All you have to do is DM me the safe word. Pineapple sauce.
Pineapple sauce.
Pineapple sauce. That's the safe word. Listen, so if you want the free shirt, you just got to DM me El Corrido Raider and say pineapple sauce, or send me a picture of a pineapple and a picture of a can of sauce. That's how you're gonna get this shirt, okay? If you don't do that, you can't get it.
You're like, you got to stack the sauce on top of the pineapple.
Oh, and boom. You know it? All right, okay.
On a government building.
Remember last week I couldn't remember what the story time with Dan was going to be. And then I just had to freewheel it. Like I just on the fly told a story that wasn't what I intended to tell. I remembered it now. Okay. I remember my story. Story time with Dan. Are you ready?
Sponsored by Natural Light.
Sponsored by Natural Light. So down at the bottom here, you'll notice that it says Story Time with Dan. And it says douchebag Dan. So
that's what I call him, by the way, guys.
You know what? You're allowed, okay? Because I call you lots of things, okay? Anyways, don't mind Little Dicky, guys. He's my special guest host this week. I've actually been watching his sitcom, Dave. So we'll have to talk about that later because it was funny. All right, okay. Back to Story Time with Dan. So
I got called Jack Harlow today, by the way. So
there was a movie, and it was a cartoon movie, and I have 3 kids, and I don't know any better. I seen a cartoon movie. I put it on. I was like, guys, we're just gonna chill and watch this movie. It looked good. The movie was called Sausage Party.
Oh, I did the same thing, buddy.
So, my daughter at the time, my oldest daughter at the time, I do believe was about, I think 11 or 12. So, I knew it was like an adult comedy, but I didn't know how much of an adult comedy until about 10 minutes into the movie when Seth Rogen was like, "Come on my face," and then I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh my god! Like there was a couple of things that were like questionable leading up to that. That I was like, but okay. So this is where it kind of got funny to me. Okay, so
I didn't know it was an adult movie.
You didn't know? I didn't know it was an adult. Like I knew it was like it had adult humor in it. But like Disney movies have adult humor in them and shit, right?
See,
like,
here's the thing: I'm scrolling through Hulu, and I don't want to get you off track, but I don't. My thing with movies is, and the reason I haven't seen a lot is I fall asleep in the credits. It's like if the credits are 30 minutes long, and you need to tell me a story in 30 minutes. Like that's why I love sitcoms and such.
Yes, that's why I put
trashy reality TV. You know what I mean? We get a whole drama situation started before commercial break. I love it. Like, so I fall asleep during movies. So I'm like, all right, cartoon about food. This is going to be cute. I bet there's 12 seasons. I'm done. I'm out. So
you fell asleep and he watched the movie by himself?
From what I understand, yes.
So, okay. So with me, my oldest daughter was watching it with me, and I was like, "Yo, whoa, yeah, this movie's not for you. This movie's not for you." Like, cause listen, like the world will not censor itself for our children. It will not. Okay, so I don't really censor a lot of things. Like, I don't care about cursing or none of that stuff. Okay, I really don't give a fuck. Fuck for me is like a pause. It's a fucking sentence stringer together. I use the word fuck a lot. Now, if I'm mad, you'll know when I'm mad because the way I say fuck is way differently. Right?
Tone is a lot of
massive. That's what I always tell people that because I've done sales my whole life.
I get told that a lot.
So for me, tone is everything. I don't care what you say. I care how you say it.
I get told that a lot.
Okay. So, and I tell my kids that all the time too. It's like, I mean, I don't care what you say. I care how you say it because that there's a respect line that you got to have. Right. So anyways, I was like, yeah, this one's not really for you. She kind of went and did her own thing. And then I stayed there and finished watching the movie. But the funny thing was, okay, so I finished watching the movie and my youngest daughter was there, but she was sleeping, or so I thought. But she happened to have watched the movie.
All the movie?
I don't know. In some portion or some level, she watched it.
Gotcha.
And the reason I found this out was because so I'm laying in bed with my wife, and we're just having a conversation, shooting shit, nothing crazy or kinky, I promise. And then my daughter comes flying in the room and jumps on the bed and says, "Daddy, you're a douchebag." And, and I'm like, my jaw hit the fucking floor. I'm like, what?
Probably not wrong, but
my wife is fucking in tears laughing. I'm fucking trying to be like, where did you hear that?
Neither here nor there, ma'am.
So
But
like,
you can't say that.
You can't say that word. That's not. You're not allowed to say that. Now, I live in Canada. Okay, Canada is a bilingual country. Okay, so she's in the bath in the shower one day, and she happens to read the bottle of body wash, and it says gel douche. And she's like, "That's a bad word. I can't say that." We're like, "No, that means fucking wash, whatever. You're allowed to say that word, whatever." She literally went on a fucking douche parade. She sat there in the shower and said douche in 500 different fucking inflections, languages, and fucking. I'm dead serious, okay? I'm dead serious. I'm outside the bathroom door.
He motherfucker said inflections.
Dying. She's like, fucking douche, 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 douche. As soon as she got the green light to say the word, she got the green light to say the word and just fucking went off. I never heard the word douche so many times. It actually lost all meaning by the time she was done. I was like, what? Douche, 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 douche.
You walk into the fucking Hanover, you're like, hey, where are your douches at?
So now, like, literally every time I'm in the shower and I happen to read the bottle or look at the bottle and I see the word douche, I fucking giggle because that's what instantly comes to mind is her going, douche, 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 douche. So, but like, that all started because of a stupid movie, and then I was like, "No, you're not allowed to say that word." And then she fucking seen it somewhere else, and she was like, "Fuck, I got the green light." I was like, "God." So yeah,
she's like, no, ma'am, teacher, I'm allowed to say douche.
It's no, but and then like that's the part
on shampoo.
Is exactly you're like, I mean, like, okay, well, like, how am I going to say you? That's a French word. It is a real word. Okay, it doesn't. Douche. Now, if you add the bag onto it, now you've crossed the line. Okay.
I mean,
but that whole movie, the bad guy in the movie, the bad guy in the movie was douche. In Sausage Party, he was the villain in the movie.
Oh really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she at some point woke up from her sleep and watched the movie and picked up on the douche part.
I do not like douchebags.
No, don't be a douchebag. Like literally, just there's not a lot of things you have to do in life. Just don't be a douchebag. That's a good thing.
Very good point, man. Just like 1% of the time, if anything.
Well, I mean, occasionally you might have to be, right?
But just give me the 1%. 1% of the population, 1% of the time thinks about the other person.
Try to avoid the douchery if at all possible.
But if you got to cuss a motherfucker out, respect.
Oh no, hey, listen.
Do it in a Christian way.
We're all about standing your ground, okay? But you just can't. You just can't be all willy-nilly being a douche for fun to everybody.
I gave somebody like the peace sign as I was driving past the other day. Like they were sitting in the yard, not in the yard. They were like on their porch or whatever.
You gave them the old.
Yeah, I was like, the doors were off the Jeep or whatever, and I just hand out the window like, "What's up?" And they were like, "Fuck you too, buddy." And I was like, "Whoa!" And then, like, as I was like laughing my ass off, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck you too, buddy.
Who wouldn't laugh at that? I fucking love it. I was like, maybe he's like that fucking drunk that
he only seen this.
Yeah, he's just so used to people being an asshole that he saw a hand go out, like, a hand go up, and just instinctively was like, "Oh, you want to double bird me?"
Hey, you drop back around here.
I don't know. Shit was funny to me.
I'm gonna tell you, this was episode 8. It was just me and D. We did the damn thing. You guys should probably come back for episode number 9. And remember, if you want that free tea, Corrito, you just got to drop in some pineapple sauce.
Pineapple salt or pictures or something.
Yeah. Keep fit. Have fun. Till next time, folks. We outro.